Hello, everyone, and welcome to another live stream here on the channel for the Black Hood crew. It's another episode of me driving to work. I am your host slash chauffeur, BHCxDark. Name is always there in the corner. And as always, you can follow along at the Black Hood crew on YouTube and Facebook. And then follow along at my name directly on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, TikTok, Instagram. The last two, there's no live streaming capability yet because grr, and that's enough. I'm on my way to work on this very stormy, very cloudy Monday afternoon. Now, for those of you that don't watch the news at all, there is a hurricane that is currently in the Caribbean, west end of the Caribbean, just south of Florida. I believe it's currently a Cat 2, maybe a Cat 3. It's Category 2 or 3. And the current cone of uncertainty has it completely bypassed the southeast coast of Florida. So basically, Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, and some other counties on the southeastern portion of the state aren't even in the cone. They're not even considered to be part of the cone. So the most we'll get is just regular stinking rain. Now, if you do live on the west coast of Florida, we're talking about like the Naples, Tampa area, prep your butts because it's coming right for you, people. So I suggest that if you are not prepared, do so. If you are already prepared, fantastic. Waiting for people to cross. You're a dick. Driving fast as no turning signal until they're literally on the corner. Idiot. Anyway, I have the same truck. So yeah, right now it's not raining right now, but you can't see the blue sky at all. Everything is gray. Everything is clouds. Everything is clouds right now. No blue sky. No sun to be spoken of. I mean, obviously the sun is still out because we can see, but like, there's no way you're gonna know where it is in the sky right now. Like, the clouds completely blocked it off. Can't see jack squat. All clouds in all directions. Some darker ones to the north, but otherwise, yeah, no blue skies today. So yeah, there's that. I'm actually fairly happy with how my stream turned out from Friday, for Fortnite Fridays. I don't think I had a single frame drop. That makes me happy. It makes me happy because the quality of the stream is where I want it to be for you. Hopefully we can keep that ball rolling with more streams this week. Apex Wednesdays and Fortnite Fridays. I will continue to play stream on stream. I will do a live stream and continue to play Stray on Thursday. So I think Thursdays is going to be single player story mode Thursdays. and then of course Fortnite Fridays. So we'll see. Um, Still haven't heard news on that thing I have going on at work at the moment. Pending thing. No news, positive or negative, although I'm hoping for positive news on its resolution, which would be nice. Other than that, it's just business as usual. Today is Monday, so hopefully we will see a decent day today. Hopefully people are scared out of their minds and refuse to leave their homes because of the hurricane. Fingers crossed people stay home. Yesterday was not a terrible day, but there were plenty of people that showed up that had no business being there. Yeah, just again with the usual foolishness, people and their, coming in, and again all throughout the night for no reason whatsoever. This guy in the car next to me thinks he's funny. He's blasting some garbage music track as loud as he possibly can with his windows down because he thinks he's hilarious. I refuse to do stuff like that because it's obnoxious. It's annoying. Dude, keep your windows up. You want to blast your music, keep your windows up. Nobody needs to hear what you're listening to. Not important, not necessary. It's annoying. Stop it. But yeah, so we'll see how today goes. It being Monday and all. Fingers crossed it's not a complete disaster, how it usually is. Although I can tell you that last week, Wednesday, was a fairly decent day. I mean, we still had patience because, people are still going to get hurt, but the fact that we didn't have the numbers, the influx of patients that we usually have on Mondays, made last Monday a nice primo day. Today, hopefully we'll see the same as I make my way into work. I will tell you, and this is something that was literally just told to me, in an incorrect fashion. So, one of the people that I live with passed on to me that the news was saying if you're ever stuck, standing water, people drive low cars, they go through a puddle, it's a little deeper than they thought it was, and the car becomes stuck. I am in a truck, so the likelihood of that happening is very low. However, she was still concerned, so she made it known that should I am stuck, do I have a way to get out? Do I have a way to basically get out that I would be locked in? And I'm thinking, what in God's name is she talking about? Why would I be locked in? I just open the door. Finally, she told me about the windows. Oh, that's what you mean. Yes, I have a hammer with a pointed tip. It's specifically designed to smash the windows or the windshields front or back, so that I may be able to escape. She then came to me a little bit later and said that it's better if you break the one in the back, but that's not how she phrased it. She said, open the back door. Come on, let's go. The way she phrased it is like, oh, to open the back. Now she speaks Spanish, so the way it was said to me was in a way that you would say to someone, "Open the back door." What she meant was break the rear windshield with my hammer tool. I told her in Spanish that when you put it like that, now I'm understanding. Break the rear windshield, not open the back. Two completely different connotations. So anyway, again, I agreed, yes. But that, and I'm guessing she's thinking if I like nosedive off a bridge into a river or into a lake, and obviously I'm going to go head first. So the first part that's going to come underwater is going to be the front of the truck, the engine compartment, the front windshields. You know, depending on how deep it is, as I sink down, you know, the driver passenger side windows, which again makes sense. So okay, my best course of action would be to smash the rear windshield and get out that way. But the problem is, one, there are no rivers anywhere around where I live, or even on my way to work and back. Now there is a lake, I believe it is a man-made, but most likely naturally occurring. Come on, I'm letting you through. Go on through. Most likely natural. Lake that I do have to pass by, or in a way pass over, on my way to work. Should the need arise, my hammer is here under my elbow in a center console. Easy to open, easy to reach. Grab it and begin smashing window. It also has a blade for cutting the seatbelt, so it does double duty. So I understand where she's coming from, but not for nothing. And this is something Mythbusters, if you remember that show on the Discovery Channel 20 years ago now, or like 15, over 15 years ago. They proved that even when the car is submerged, power windows still work. The electrical system in your vehicle will still be functioning for a short period of time after inundation in water. Give you just enough time to and open the window, thus giving you a sharp glass edged free portal to escape. No. Anyway, so Mythbusters proved it by actually submerging a door in a tank of water that was still connected to the electrical system of a vehicle or a power source, and proceeded to not only put down the window, but put it back up, and did it multiple times. Now, the other thing was that they tested was water pressure on the outside of the vehicle versus the inside as a differential pressure. This is where the science starts to kick in. The weight of the water on the outside of the glass would make it very, on the outside of the vehicle, that's the pressure of the water on the outside of the vehicle, would be the equivalent of trying to push a dumpster. Your car is simply from pushing from the inside, maybe even more. So, yeah, the likelihood of you opening your door from the inside even if it was unlocked and there was no physical obstruction, it's literally just the water. Just water pressure alone would make the door impossible to open. So what they tested was, okay, would that same pressure cause the power window to not open? And although it was slower, the power window still opened. Again, still giving you that opportunity to escape a sinking vehicle. Phone calls at the worst possible time. So, power windows still work, but still always have that backup, and that is glass. In my case, it takes the form of a hammer with a point, as well as a blade for cutting through the seatbelts. So again, have multiple plans. Plan A, Plan B, Plan C. Don't just rely on one. At least in the case when it comes to your car being submerged underwater. Finally, a group of people all driving slow together. I hate that crap. Anyway, so given the fact that most Floridians live on the coast, whether it's west or east, doesn't matter. These storms come through and all of a sudden, parts of your neighborhood are now underwater. Be smart and be safe. These are two things I tell you at the end of every video. Be smart and be safe. Why? Because you never know. Yes, it might look like a puddle from where you're sitting, but it could be worse. It could be an actual hole filled with water. Maybe it's a sinkhole that recently opened up that you didn't know about, and the rain just hit it. So what was or could be a actual deep body of water, you're gonna drive through it thinking, oh, it's just a puddle. Even if you're in a raised vehicle like I am. I'm in a truck. It's not necessarily raised, but it's still much higher than the average car people drive, which is usually 2 to 4 door sedan type vehicles, a coupe or sedan. They're much lower to the ground than I am. So where a car like that would get stuck in, say, maybe 6 inches of water, I have no problem driving through that same 6 inches of water, knowing I would not get stuck. So it all comes down to paying attention and driving according to your vehicle. Do not drive indiscriminately through puddles if, say, you're driving a Honda Civic. All it takes is literally this much water and you're stuck. Where I, on the other hand, have to hop down from my truck, have no problem driving through that same this much of water. So again, now if you do drive a higher vehicle like a truck like I do, it still doesn't give you the unmitigated gall to just drive through any puddle. Because again, you don't know how deep it actually is. You don't know the condition of that water. what is in that water. So I say, don't do it at all. Don't drive through the puddles. Make it a habit of avoiding them, whether for your own sake or the sake of another's. Cool paint job, dude. Don't do it. Instead, be smart. Avoid the puddles at all costs. I want to say all costs, but if you have the opportunity to go around said puddle, said unknown body of water, do it. Go around it. Don't make a habit of driving through random puddles of water because, again, you never know. I want to get out from behind you, but you can't drive. You're about to get hit. Seriously? There's a flatbed tow truck right here in the center lane to my left. This dude, not once but twice, rolled almost halfway into an intersection. Then, when he made the turn off of the highway like I just did, made every indication that he was going to be stay in the right lane, but instead overcorrected and went into the center lane. If I could hit this guy with a bat, I would. Anyway, back to the task at hand. Stay out of the puddles. Avoid them if you can. Don't get stuck. Please. Because I don't want to see you on the news, or on YouTube, or on Instagram, or on TikTok, either pointing out someone that is stuck, or you being the one stuck yourself. Don't do it. Instead, avoid the puddles, tell others to avoid the puddles, and we'll all be fine. Come on, people, out of my way. So hopefully we will not see people stuck on the news or on Instagram or on Facebook or on TikTok being stuck for something that they should not have been doing, driving through unknown puddles. Don't be that person. Alright, so I'm almost to work. Still got a couple minutes to spare here to go over my usual outro and not a rushed version, which I personally don't like rushing. You start or finish things. It just seems very, I don't know, just, I don't like it. I don't like being rushed to anything, to anywhere, by anyone or by anything. All right. So, hopefully everyone is going to stay safe out there. Hopefully everyone will heed the appropriate warnings and stay out of the puddles, stay out of the things that could potentially hurt you. Because again, let's be smart. Just do the right thing because it's the right thing, not because of fear of consequences or anything like that. That goes the same for just about any aspect of life. Look for the other umbrella, but I found this one. Keep 3 umbrellas in here because you never know when you might need another umbrella. Always be prepared. Um, so yeah, hopefully everyone is going to stay safe. Um, if you are on the West Coast, be prepared. Get prepared. Be ready for this thing. Um, if you are already prepared, you've already made the necessary, taken the necessary, already taken the necessary precautions. Let me get the words out. Already taken the necessary precautions in preparation for this storm. Good for you. If you have not, you still have a little bit of time. For those of us on the East Coast, contact people you may know on the West Coast. Friends, family, whatever. Give them the heads up. Be like, hey, get on this. Be ready. Be prepared. And for everyone else, just be smart about things. Be conscious of what you do, when you do it, to who you do it to, because it can always come back. And I personally don't want things coming back to me, at least negative things. Positive things, by all means, I gladly take them. So we're gonna go ahead and cut it out here. I will see you guys again tomorrow, my usual time, around 3:30ish, give or take. I have been BHCxDark of the Black Hood Crew. That's the Black Hood Crew on YouTube and Facebook, and then my name directly on Twitch, Twitter, Steam, Trovo, TikTok, Instagram. Until next time, be smart, be safe, and be excellent to each other. Take it easy.